This gene variant might be sabotaging your sleep, it contributes to diabetes, and it helps determine when you should eat. Here we go. If you find value in this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. You've probably never heard of the MTNR1B gene. There's a 33% chance that you have it. And if you do have this variant, it may explain why you have such a hard time falling asleep, kind of fall into that night owl category. It also explains why eating later at night is sabotaging your health goals, like getting lean, even if you reduce calories or only eat one meal per day. MTNR1B is a gene that encodes for the melatonin receptor 1B. If you don't have the variant of the MTNR1B gene, your body releases melatonin shortly after sundown, right? And then it kind of peaks between the early morning hours, between 2 and 4 a.m., before cortisol then starts to rise to wake you up. If you do have this variant, then you might find it harder to fall asleep. You have delayed melatonin release, and instead of your body releasing the melatonin shortly after sundown, it starts to happen, this production doesn't release until much later in the evening. And since it releases much later, it stays elevated much longer into the morning. So that can also explain why it might be challenging to get up in the morning. If you're anything like me, where you have delayed sleep onset, and also just bounding out of bed in the morning seems harder than climbing a mountain, and supplementing with melatonin has done nothing for you, it's possibly because you're eating too late at night. In fact, supplementing with melatonin, if you have this gene variant, everyone has the gene, can actually do you more harm than good, even though melatonin is a wonderful antioxidant. MTNR1B has one of the strongest effects on insulin secretion and sensitivity. And insulin is really responsible for determining our leanness. So the variants increase the amount of MTNR1B on the surface of insulin-producing cells, which makes your cells more sensitive to melatonin, resulting in less insulin. Results have shown that melatonin supplementation will impair glucose tolerance if you have this variant. But check this out. Researchers found that increased food intake in the evening, it leads to decreased glucose tolerance. So in other words, your late night snacking habit could cause you more harm than good, speed your way towards diabetes and insulin resistance, and nobody wants that. Sleep is one of the most important and often overlooked aspects in the health space. But we all know it to be true. Everyone knows this, that sleep is critical for good health. Every species on planet Earth needs to sleep. Don't ignore your sleep. We often end up with jet lag, weekend jet lag from trying to overcompensate from sleep deprivation during the week. So how do you know if you would benefit from knowing whether you have this MTNR1B? Well, I recommend ordering a genetic test. The one that I run is called the Nutrition Genome. I'll add the link in the description below. And not only will it tell you if you have this MTNR1B, but it tells you exactly which foods you should be eating, which is super helpful in this confusing nutrition landscape today, where what's right for one person is not right for the other. Eating for your genetics is super, super empowering and helpful. So whether you have an MTNR1B variant or not, you can find related videos on how to improve your sleep in the description below, how to eat for your genes. And if you found this video educational and want me to discuss more gene variations that impact your health, hit me up and leave me some comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Stay healthy, my friends.